The Spaniards came from Europe. They were strong and wanted new lands. They sailed across the ocean, enduring long and treacherous journeys. Upon reaching the New World, they encountered various native civilizations. The Incas lived in South America. They had a big empire with lots of gold. The Incas were different from the Spaniards. They had their own language and customs. The Spaniards wanted the Incas' golden land. This made them fight. The Spaniards had better weapons. This helped them win. The Spaniards changed the Inca way of life forever. The Spanish conquest was led by powerful men. Francisco Pizarro was the most famous. He was a conquistador. Conquistadors were like explorers and soldiers. Pizarro wanted gold and glory. He led the attack on the Incas. Another important leader was Hernan Cortés. He conquered the Aztecs in Mexico. His success inspired other conquistadors, like Pizarro. These men were driven by ambition and greed. They were ruthless in their pursuit of wealth and power. Pizarro was born in Trujillo, Spain, to a poor family. He gained military experience in Italy before heading to the New World. Pizarro used cunning strategies and alliances to defeat the Incas. He formed alliances with native tribes who opposed the Incas. His tactical maneuvers and surprise attacks were key to his success. The Spanish had clear goals in the New World. They wanted riches. Gold and silver were very important to them. They also wanted land. More land meant more power. The Spanish king wanted to expand his empire. He sent explorers and conquistadors to find new lands. The Spanish also wanted to spread their religion, Christianity. They believed their religion was the only true religion. They tried to convert the Incas to Christianity. This often led to conflict and misunderstanding. The Spanish also established extensive trade routes, transporting goods back to Europe. They set up plantations, exploiting the labor of indigenous people. To protect their interests, they built fortresses and maintained a strong military presence. The Spanish also imposed their culture, language, and customs on the New World. This led to a blending of cultures, but also to significant cultural loss for the indigenous people. The meeting between the Spanish and the Incas was a clash of cultures. The Incas were caught off guard. They had never seen people like the Spanish. The Spanish had horses, armor, and guns. These were all new and frightening to the Incas. The Spanish, on the other hand, were amazed by the Inca cities and gold. They were also shocked by the Incas' religion and customs. They thought the Incas were uncivilized. This difference in worldview led to mistrust and ultimately conflict. Initial meetings were filled with cautious diplomacy. The Incas presented gifts to the Spaniards, hoping to understand their intentions. The Spaniards, however, saw these gifts as a sign of wealth to be exploited. The Spanish conquest had a huge impact on Inca culture. The Spanish forced the Incas to adopt their language and religion. They destroyed Inca temples and idols. The Incas tried to resist, but they were outmatched. However, some cultural exchange did happen. The Spanish learned about Inca farming techniques. They also adopted some Inca words and foods. But overall, the conquest led to the suppression of Inca culture and the imposition of Spanish ways. Music and art also saw a blend of Spanish and Inca styles. The Spanish adopted some Inca medicinal practices and herbs. Architectural styles began to merge, with Spanish buildings incorporating Inca designs. Despite the upheaval, joint cultural festivals emerged, showcasing a blend of traditions. The Spanish conquest led to the fall of the Inca Empire. The Spaniards killed the Inca Emperor Atahualpa after capturing him during the Battle of Cajamarca. They captured the Inca capital, Cusco, which was the heart of the empire. With the Inca leadership gone, the empire crumbled, leading to widespread chaos and resistance. The Spanish established their own government, imposing their laws and customs. They ruled over the Incas with an iron fist, enforcing their dominance. The Incas became subjects of the Spanish crown, losing their autonomy. They were forced to work in mines and on plantations, often under brutal conditions. The Spanish profited greatly from this forced labor, extracting vast amounts of gold and silver. A once powerful empire was now a colony under Spanish control, marking a significant shift in the region's history. The Spanish found huge amounts of gold and silver in the Inca Empire. They shipped this treasure back to Spain. This made Spain very wealthy. It also changed Europe's economy. The influx of gold caused inflation. This meant that things cost more. It led to the rise of banking and financial institutions. Trade routes expanded, and new markets emerged. The Inca people, however, did not benefit from this wealth. They suffered under Spanish rule. They were forced to work in dangerous mines. Many died from disease and overwork. Families were torn apart, and communities were displaced. The Spanish conquest enriched Europe but impoverished the Incas. The encounter between the Spanish and the Incas had long-lasting consequences. It changed the course of history in the Americas. The Spanish language and culture became dominant in much of South America. The Inca Empire, once so powerful, was gone. Today, the Inca legacy lives on in the descendants of the Inca people. They keep their traditions alive. They also face challenges due to the lasting impact of colonialism. The encounter between the Spanish and the Incas is a reminder of the complex and often tragic consequences of cultural contact. The Spanish conquest also led to the blending of cultures, creating a unique and diverse cultural landscape in modern South America. The economic structures established during the colonial period continue to influence the region's economy today. Political movements and leaders today strive to address the injustices of the past and create a more equitable future. The Spanish conquest of the Incas was a turning point in history. It marked the beginning of European dominance in the Americas. It also led to the destruction of one of the world's great empires. The encounter between these two cultures continues to shape the world we live in today. It is a story of ambition, greed, cultural clash, and the enduring power of the human spirit. The long-term consequences of the conquest are still evident in the cultural and social fabric of modern South America. Despite the devastation, the resilience and enduring power of the human spirit have led to a rich, blended heritage that continues to evolve.